Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. Today is going to be a little bit different of a video. I am out and about this week. I'm not in the mountains this week, so I have a lot of stuff going on. And I'm just going to take you around, kind of show you a little bit of what I do during the week. But while I do that, I'm going to answer some questions. I got tagged in a video to answer, I think it was 12 questions total. I don't have them up in front of me right now, but I have 12 questions to answer about my outdoor life. I was tagged by Girl Outdoors. If you don't know who her channel is, she has a wonderful channel. She's a young lady. She does bushcraft, and she's not always in a fire band, which is nice because sometimes I get to live through her a little bit. But I'm going to answer my questions throughout this week. I'm going to use my cell phone, which is a little bit different. You can kind of see what I do during the week. I'm a busy girl. You're going to find out. Currently right now, I'm out at my horse, Missy, and I'm going to pull her out and do some lunging for her to get her some exercise. I'm here during my lunch hour, so I only have 1 hour. Actually, I have 40 minutes to get her some exercise, and the clouds are rolling in. It's supposed to be a big storm coming, and it's supposed to snow tonight. So let me get her out and I'll start answering questions. Okay, the first question. Do you prefer to go on a trip alone or in a group? I think that's a tough decision. I think that when life throws you challenges, sometimes you know that challenge is just for you to take on. I wasn't about to wait for anybody else. The girl's daddy didn't like the outdoors. My kids were really too young. My girlfriends were more into fancy hotels. I did the majority of my outdoor trips on my own. So I've learned through all of my challenge. I've even fallen through the snow at the top of a 13,000 foot peak and had to dig myself out. And you know, these challenges, these solo adventures that I've had has made me a stronger person. And I really enjoy that. Oh, what is she doing? She's making a friend. I've really enjoyed that, and so I think that, and I'm really grateful for all of my solo trips. So I think that if I had to choose one or the other, I would choose a solo adventure. Come on, Missy, let's go. You made a friend, I know. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I gotta go exercise my horse. She's getting a little chubby. So she was really dirty, and I didn't have enough time to, can't look at the camera and do this at the same time, but didn't have enough time to ride her. I'd like to ride her today, but again, I only had 40 minutes and she was just full of mud. You guys remember I had a cold. The cold kicked my butt, so I really haven't been out here for probably about a week and a half, possibly 2 weeks. Come on, Missy. So she's now a little lazy, not used to exercising. So, okay, next question, in no particular order, you guys, is what winter activity do I do? And I think I've shared a couple with you, one of them being skiing. I do have a ski video if you want to check that out. So I ski, I snowshoe. I have cross-country skied, but it's not really my thing. And I don't know, I camp now. That's my new one, is I'm camping in the winter. Not my favorite. I did do it twice or 3 times this year, I don't remember. See how it's busy at the farm today.
What do you think about a permanent bushcraft camp?
I think it's great, and in fact I'm building one. If you haven't seen my channel, but I'm building a bushcraft camp that's going to stay there for a while. I think it's great if you do it on your own land. However, when you do it in the wilderness and it's not your own land, I don't agree with that, because I think that we should keep our wild areas wild. You know, if you could rent land or use somebody else's land, I think that's better than using our public land. And just so you know, you guys, I am dropping the girls off at school. That is what I'm doing. Say hi, girls. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, now I'm getting Rocky to daycare. I'm testing out a place for a weekend that I won't be able to have him up at the land. So I'm trying to find a place for him. Stay there, buddy. So What is my favorite thing to cook outside? Is that the question?
Yeah, what is your favorite recipe for cooking outside?
What is my favorite recipe for cooking outside? It would be steak and potato. Yeah. Rocky, are you excited? You excited to go to daycare? Yeah, let's get you. Hold on. Steak and potato. There's nothing better than cooking outside over a fire.
So, Mommy, what's your heaviest piece of equipment?
My heaviest piece of equipment would be my backpack with all my gear in it. But if I had to choose my gear, it would be my stove and my tent. It's probably my heaviest piece of equipment. Okay, the kids are all dropped off at school. The dog's dropped off at daycare. And now I get to go to work. So I'm going to answer another question on my way home. And don't worry, I'm driving safe. I'm on a little residential street here. What is my dream destination? You know, I have to say I don't know, because I have all these dreams that I want to go to these places, but I don't know if it's going to be my dream destination because I haven't been there yet. But I do have this dream to go to Machu Picchu in South America. I don't know what it is. I've seen pictures of it, and one of these days I want to go there. And they have a backpacking trip there too. And I think that I want to do that. There's a lot of bikers around here. They have a backpacking trip there too, and I think I want to do that backpacking trip through Machu Picchu. So that's my dream destination as of today. But I always love Hawaii, but we'll say Machu Picchu today. Okay, I am back in my office, and I'm sorry guys, I didn't put any makeup on. I literally just rushed out because I had to put Rocky to daycare. I had to get out earlier. Well, this is my normal life. This is me. This is what I do. I kind of don't wake up until about 9 or 10 o'clock. A lot of times I take a shower at my lunch hour or after work. So that's what it's like working from home. I love it. Okay, so again, I'm at my office, and I'm at my home office. Behind me, you'll see a bunch of my kid drawings. So there's like Kyla's drawing, and then Madison's drawing, and then I have letters from subscribers. I love letters, guys. If you ever want to send me a letter, I do read them, and I actually put it up on my wall, and it really inspires me as well. So I put up a lot of subscriber letters up here. Like that is this letter's from a Girl in the Woods. And this one's from Brandon. So it's just, I really appreciate the letters and the inspiration that you guys give me as well. For those of you, I get asked a lot what I do for a living, and I'm actually I don't know, you call me UX designer, but really it's a web designer. Currently right now I'm working on an app design, and I'm grabbing some pictures, and this is my YouTube page. I just put it on my page right now, but this is where I watch my videos while I'm working. It gives me like a voice to listen to. So a lot of the channels I listen to are people that are talking, because I'm usually looking at these other screens. So, okay, other than that, let me continue with my questions. The other question is, and I have it written up above here, that's why I'm looking up there, is what has been your most challenging trip to date? And it would be, let's see, 10,000 feet of elevation gain and loss, 24 miles, 7 hours, sheer cliffs, and if I take the wrong step, I know I'd fall like 1,000 feet. The views there are unheard of. I have never experienced views like that. I hiked from the north side of the Grand Canyon to the south side of the Grand Canyon all in one day. I found a lot of clarity on that trail. Like there was just, you kind of get when you're hiking like that, and you're hiking that many miles and that much elevation in a day, you kind of get in this kind of like different mindset. And truly enjoyed and recommend for you to do that trail again. I don't know if I'll do it again, but it was the hardest trail I've ever done. I have my legs have hit their max of what they could do. And at the end, literally, I was walking like one foot in front of the other, probably for the last half mile. So it is a tough hike, tough hike. But again, it was just wonderful, and all the views that I got to see from there, it was beautiful, and recommend that hike. It is called Rim to Rim, and it's in the Grand Canyon. Okay, now I'm at my lunch hour, and I am painting my balusters because my older daughter took on this project because it was very old, and we decided that we are going to paint it and make it better, but it's taken a while, and I've been having these blue tarps all over, so I am going to speed up the process and get it going for her a little bit faster. So while I'm doing this, I'll answer another question. And the other question I am going to answer is, do you practice any survival techniques? I do. Every time I go out in the wilderness, and well, when I go out on my property, that is, because a lot of times in the wilderness, I don't make a fire. But when I go out on my property and there's not a fire ban, I do practice my fire building skills, and I use the fire rod. I try to do every technique I can. I'm hoping someday to show you guys my bow drill skills. I've been unsuccessful with aspen, and I've been really trying with the aspen. So I try probably once a week. I do some bow drill. I get a lot of smoke, not any ember, so I'm still working on that one. But soon I'll show you guys that. I also do flint and steel. That's kind of a new thing for me. I've done it in the past, but put it down for a while, and so I'm going to try that too. So I constantly practice that kind of stuff. I also like to look at different ways to filter water as well. So those are the new or the survival techniques that I practice. And of course, I always do shelter building. So there's a lot of stuff that I do for that. So now I'm at the rock climbing gym, and there's Madison belaying her friend. And other question I needed to answer was, how do I motivate myself in bad weather? And how I do that is I don't like meditating, but sometimes before I do a lot of hard weather activities, what I do is I kind of like just calm down, and that's the only way that I can get it done. So that's what I do. Now these people are staring at me while I'm talking, but because I'm talking to my phone. But I just basically just think really hard, and for some reason that can help me. Yeah. Oh, gotta go. Okay, I'm on my lunch hour, going for a little hike around here in the city. The next question I have is, what is the most beautiful place I've ever slept? I have slept at the top of mountains. I have slept next to waterfalls. I have slept next to little creeks in Colorado. But I'd say my favorite place to sleep is on my own land, and that is, it doesn't have any views. It doesn't have the creeks, but it's something that I truly enjoy, just to wake up to something that you know is yours. I know all the birds that come in the area, and it's just a beautiful place to be. So I would say Spirit Forest is my favorite place and the most beautiful place I've ever slept. Okay, now I'm running with Madison. We run every Thursday, and we're training for some 5K races. And my last question is if I've ever been seriously injured while in the wilderness. Thankfully, no, I have not. I have been injured, mostly just cuts and scrapes and a little bit of falls, and I lost 4 toenails on one trail. But yeah, that one hurt. That hurt. Yeah, that hurt. But nothing serious like a broken leg or anything. Gotta find some wood to knock on Madison. Okay, so I just wanted to thank you guys for joining me on this crazy busy week that I had. I wanted to get you a video this week. And Becky at Girl Outdoors, thank you for tagging me in this video. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun to answer all those questions, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I am currently taking Kyla's bike home from her school. because she left it at her school. So I'm gonna attempt to ride this little tiny pink bike. Little tiny.